We love this car because of its styling and because of the aerodynamic shape and the very nice styling. It is a British car. It should have had a right hand steering, but I guess it was ordered in those days for some reason left-hand drive. 3.8 liter engine, so it's a very powerful engine. So it's very exciting car. But because it's small and it's tight, it is not very comfortable to drive. But it is it does go very fast. Excellent car to have.
You drive it yourself?
Yes, of course. Yes. Yeah.
So
my father and I share the passion for cars, and my children. So we all three generations drive. और इसमें standard controls, your accelerator, brake and this thing, clutch and brake. Standard controls.
You get comfortable while you drive because your legs are a little long and
Yeah. So you have to get the hang of it. It takes a little getting used to, and then there's a little leg rest for resting your leg and driving.
भुवनेश्वर कॉन्कोर्स रे आम सहित अछंती विंटेज कार द प्राउड ओनर तिलक थॉमस और टॉम थॉमस. हेलो सर. Welcome to Bhubaneswar, the temple city.
Thank you.
You have a very beautiful car. आपके पास जो कार है शायद हमने जेम्स बॉन्ड सिनेमा में भी देखी है and very lovely car. तो कार के बारे में थोड़ा सा बताइए. What is the story? How you got the car? And how you fall in love with this car?
It's a 1950 XK 120. So it's called 120 क्योंकि it was the first car to do 120 miles per hour. So we love this car because of its styling and because of the aerodynamic shape and the very nice styling.
जैसे मतलब हमने बैटमैन जो पुराने सीरीज रहते थे तब ऐसे कुछ बहुत सारे कार होते थे मिस्टर वेन के पास. So ये कार how you got this car, कहाँ से आपने import?
नहीं, तो it's an Indian. It was of course British built back in the day and then imported in 1950 to India. And then it was in Coimbatore. It was used a lot, raced I think in Sholavaram races back in the day. Found in a mill in Coimbatore. Went to Bombay. From Bombay we got it and brought it back to Bangalore and then restored it. And then last 2 years we've been running it in good condition. So
what is the car's horsepower and ये कार के build-up के बारे में थोड़ा बताइए.
It's a 3.8 liter engine, so it's a very powerful engine. Very powerful engine and just 2-seater, so you get great power out of it.
जो कि स्पोर्ट्स कार है and इसके जो मतलब जो डायनामिक्स अगर हम देखेंगे तो ये जो फ्रंट वाला का जो पोर्शन है थोड़ा उठ के है ऊपर है और जो बैक जो है थोड़ा डाउन है, तो चलाने में ये कितना कंफर्ट देता है?
ये टीयर ड्रॉप शेप है. So you see it's like that. It's bulbous in front and then it goes down to a point at the back.
आखिर लोहा जो में थी था आग के आंसू जैसे मतलब टीयर ड्रॉप
ऐसे टीयर ड्रॉप जैसे and that helps for airflow and for breaking the airflow and making it as smooth and as less resistance as possible. So it makes it that much easier, faster to drive. So it's very exciting car. But because it's small and it's tight, it is not very comfortable to drive. But it is it does go very fast. So it's an excellent car to have.
You drive it yourself?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
So
my father and I share the passion for cars and my children. So we all three generations drive.
So ये जो कार है इसका जो फ्रंट जो व्हील है तो ये खुला हुआ है और जो पीछे अगर हम देखें दिस इज़ अ क्लोज. तो इफ़ यू आर ऑन ऑफ रोड तो इसके ऊपर जो कीचड़ वगैरह ये सब कुछ नहीं हो जाता?
नहीं, you can't take these cars off road because of the clearance is very low. It needs proper roads. The reason again this is for airflow, clean airflow. That's why it's closed for streamlining. Front, because the front wheel turns, you can't close the wheel. It has to be open. But as you can see, it's fully disc. It's fully closed. The wheel is a full disc, unlike a spoke wheel like you can see over there. So that wind doesn't get caught in various places. The wind flows over the car.
So can you give us an insight of this car? So about the controls.
Yeah. 1 minute, sit down.
तो कार भीतर सर बसिले में दूसरा रहता है जैसे मतलब उल्टा खुलता है.
These are ulta doors are. These are actually not ulta. These are correct size, no?
Correct size. But in other cars.
Other cars are called suicide doors. So depending on getting in, for ease of getting in, the door direction is changed depending on the type of car and the design.
And और एक चीज़ जो हमने देखी, the steering wheel is on this side On the left side.
Left side, yeah.
Left side. कहाँ पटे अच्छी यार
हाँ.
steering wheel?
No, it is a British car. It should have had a right hand steering, but I guess it was ordered in those days for some reason left-hand drive. Though it was thing today all.
This is really very new to some of our viewers क्योंकि कारण अधिकांश समय steering wheel separate था किंतु एक कार एपट साइड रे अच्छी like London रो जेतु कार थी तो that time it was माने कुहा जाइथिला and से हिसाब रे कस्टमाइज कराई. Okay sir, ये आप पे देखिए.
And then इसमें for opening the door you don't have a handle, you have a strap.
Okay.
I say so everything lightweight basically. So if you pull it like that, you got little pockets to put in some little knickknacks like your paperwork and things for the car. You put it into the aluminium doors, so the very lightweight aluminium doors, aluminium bonnet, aluminium boot dicky, and that way it's a lightweight material, right? So it makes the car lesser weight. और इसमें standard controls, your accelerator, brake and this thing clutch and brake, standard controls.
You get comfortable while you drive cause your legs are little long and
Yeah. So you have to get the hang of it. It takes a little getting used to, and then there's a little leg rest for resting your leg and driving.
So what is the top speed, sir?
So it's top speed on paper is 120 miles an hour.
Okay.
But of course we are not taking the car to that speed because it's quite scary to drive at that speed.
And, this one is a really old logo.
Yeah, this is the old logo with the Jaguar. See, that is very interesting because the Jaguar inside in a resin cast thing, and there's a Jaguar in there, so it's very interesting. Then it's got some switches so this is a fan switch. It's a press start. Once you put the ignition on, then press start, and then the wiper switches, and we've got a little, which is a modern feature, but it's a engine meter, so it counts the number of hours the engine has run, just for our maintenance and to take care of the car. So otherwise everything else is standard.
So can you take this on rain cause बारिश होगा तो
बारिश होगा तो there's a roof inside.
Okay.
Stuck in here, so I need to get out.
अच्छा.
Remove the seat and उसको ऊपर लेके I said.
Can you show us if you don't mind? तो जब वर्षा हला then यार गोटे roof अच्छी सारा हमको दिखेइबे.
Come on, that side. We bring the seats forward.
Okay.
और ऐसे एक compartment है.
सिर्फ फिल्मों में ही देखने को मिलता है ये सब.
बट दूसरा वो अमेरिकन गाड़ी में देखा था वो it has a motorized roof ना.
Okay.
जिसमें just straighten up this.
So this is quite handy and
This is relatively handy.
yeah.
And then
थोड़ा
it
सा
goes like
बस
ऐसा.
एडजस्ट करने से हो जाता
Yeah,
है.
हो जाता है ऐसे.
एंड आराम से यू कैन इवन आप बारिश में भी जस्ट घूम के आओ.
घूम के आओ और you get also removable windows which you can just place. I say, so it can be used, and it's a British car. It's used in British weather, which is almost always raining. So it is.
So with apart from this, how many other cars you have?
So we have a few other cars, all mostly British cars, and a few mostly sports cars like this. Two-seaters, two-door, two-seaters cars.
So whom you take on ride?
My two children. Okay. So I could take them till now because they were small. Now their legs have become taller than mine. So then now it's difficult to fit in two-seater. So now I'm regretting that I have only two-seater. They cannot fit anymore. So
Definitely this is a very surreal feeling.
Thank you. Yes,
going out. A pleasure talking to you, Mr. Tom Thomas.
Thank you so much.
And welcome to the Temple City.
Yeah.
Any message for our viewers?
No, what a fantastic event, and I really hope that people come to Bhubaneswar and look and see it because it's absolutely beautiful. First time I'm coming, I'm surprised and shocked at how large the city is and how well organized it is.
Definitely, you must take this car on the streets of.
Yeah, that's a big regret actually that we were feeling that. I think everyone over here is feeling that the roads are so good. We wish we went for a drive.
People will definitely love when they see such car passing by. They will definitely look onto it. So एनीवेज आपण आसतु भुवनेश्वर रे देखिकी जातु काली गोटे दिन अच्छी जदि भी आपण आज देखुंट ताले भी आज पलि आसतु कारण राति जाए चलो थैंक यू सर प्लेजर मीटिंग टू यू सो ये जो व्हेन यू जब आपने कार देखा तो क्या आया कि आप
नहीं ये मेरे बचपन से मुझको ये गाड़ी पे shall I say I was in love with the shape of this car from so I don't know whether my son told you that we found this in a very bad condition in a village under a tree. So it took some time to restore it, repair it, and it really makes you focus on. You have a good team around you. They work hard. They put it together, and that's and then you're restoring one of the
from Mumbai, Bangalore, Mumbai,
everywhere. You're restoring a part of the history of the country because these came in the 1940s, 1950s and all were brought in, and then they were left abandoned. And so it's part of the automotive history of India. All the cars here are part of the automotive history of India, and they're like an old building which you preserve. Okay, similarly you're preserving something. It's just that this building moves. So it's that kind of an approach has to be taken. It's not only a love for the car as such, but it's also a love for preserving old things, looking after them, passing them on to the next generation. The people who work on them also learn a lot while they are doing this work. The engines and all are not at all like what they are now. They're very different engines. So you have to have a lot of mechanical knowledge. And your experience improves when you work on these engines. So you'll never get a sound like that on your Maruti, all right? Okay.
Thank you, sir. And really pleasure talking to you, sir.
Enjoy yourself.
Thank you, sir. Bhubaneswar camera person Rajiv Kasa, Mufani, Pratidin TV.